Hi, everybody. This is Lisa Keslar from Keslar Insurance here with you today on behalf of Cheers for Charity New Hampshire. And I have the privilege of being here with my dear friend, JoAnn Burchuk. Hi, JoAnn.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my name is JoAnn Burchuk. I'm with Lighthouse Physical Therapy, and we are very happy to have Cynthia Cote here with us today for our next Cheers for Charity interview. And she is with Betty J Borry Breast Cancer Retreats. So we're very excited to hear about your programs. Cynthia, introduce yourself and tell us what you do there.
Yes, thank you for asking me to come on. I'm Cynthia Cote, and I'm the co-founder and past president and executive director of the Betty J Borry Breast Cancer Retreats. And Betty J Borry Breast Cancer Retreats was founded as a 501c3 in 2002, following Betty J Borry's co-founding or founding of Adventure Weekend, which was 1995. And what these retreats are for is for women of all ages and stages of breast cancer. And it's an opportunity for women to gather together for mutual support and to do some processing, I guess, of their breast cancer journeys. And Betty, who is an outdoors person and always was doing adventures in the outdoors, decided to put this together back in 1995, as I said, as a way to help women helping each other, breast cancer women. And she knew the healing powers of being outdoors in nature, as well as the need for us to step outside our comfort zone and continue the process of the journey that we were on in terms of not only surviving our breast cancer, but thriving after our breast cancer. So that's how the program began. And then she recruited us, some of our participants that came over the years, and just sort of formulated a support team using us as volunteers and training us up so that we could continue this on as she was ending her life from her cancer. And so that's how it got started. And we've had at least over 1,000 women that have come through this program and are thriving after their breast cancer, or at least they're making an attempt to, gather the support and love and also the adventure part of living after breast cancer. So that's our program in a nutshell.
Yeah, what a great opportunity. And yeah, such a need, for, I think especially women they're always caring for other people too. And this gives them a great time out to focus on themselves and, where they want to go with their lives as well. And think through. So can you share with us maybe a little bit about the experience of the weekend and kind of how they're laid out?
Yep. Well, presently, and this is based on the model that Betty put together back in 1995, we gather small groups, and it started initially with very small groups, but now has grown to quite a few, probably 25 is the max that we would have at a retreat. And the retreats are weekend from Friday afternoon, evening through to Sunday afternoon. And in that time, there's depending on where we have our retreats and what season of the year we have it, it's always outdoor based. In the winter, we go up into the White Mountains in Crawford Natch at the AMC Highland Center. And we do mountain hiking in the winter. We do trail hiking as well. And we always have some kind of expressive or healing arts piece or session in each one of our retreats, just as another way for people to be able to experience their breast cancer journey and what, where they're at in a way other than just, talking about it, what this felt like for them. So we do that. We do a lot of some healing work as well, body work. It could be Reiki, it could be acupuncture, it could be massage, could be expressive dance. It could be all kinds of things, Tai Chi, Qigong. We've done many, many things over the years. And as I said, it's usually we meet 3 times a year. in various locations throughout New England, because our women come from all over New England, even New York, and we've had some from further away, but basically those are the three areas. So we have a summer retreat, which is presently it's on Lake Damariscotta at a camp called Kiev Wallace Education. And we have, again, many of the outdoor activities. Most of those are centered around challenge courses, high ropes courses, and also water sports, paddling, kayaking, paddleboarding. It left me what that was. Paddleboarding, which is a newer activity that some of our women are enjoying, as well as some expressive arts, which run the range from painting, drawing, craft activities. We did quilting, we made pottery, we've done all kinds of things, jewelry making, we've done all kinds of things at our for that part. And again, it is the opportunity for women to come together and, not have to explain it. People get it, and it's just a wonderful opportunity for women to be able to meet other women of all ages and all stages of their cancer, and, to kind of give the support that they need, or the opportunity to process what their story has been or what their experience has been. And then the fun part happens, which is that we're doing this outdoors, and we're, actually hiking and snowshoe hiking, or we're paddling, or we're doing whatever the activity, depending on the season. And then we also have one in the fall, and we try to have that more in Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, Vermont, kind of border area, just so we can, people don't have to travel for hours and hours and hours to get to our retreat. And our most recent one was in Essex, Massachusetts, at Essex Woods Meeting and Conference Center and Retreat Center, which is right on Cape Ann, Gloucester area. It was a beautiful place right near the water and salt marshes, and also out in the forest. And we did a lot of expressive arts there too, and healing work as well. So those are our weekends, and it's in the continuation of this journey, or the meeting, or developing a support group, if you will, in a different way than probably people are familiar with or think about when they think of a support group. And so the connections are strong. Women have come back year after year after year to almost every retreat, as well as new people who have heard of us and have signed up for our retreat. Now with social media, we really have a wonderful connection that maintains. We have a private page that's for participants or soon to be participants, as well as our Facebook page. So the connection continues, and these women are amazingly supportive and close to each other. And we've gone through lots of experiences together over the years. So that's the bonus. And that's what Betty felt was most important too, was just having that support system and supporting each other as we go through this journey of living after our breast cancer.
Wow, that's I'm an 18-month survivor, so I will say that all of this is touching like right home with me right now. So I'm really grateful for what you're doing for the community. And I was very fortunate, very early stages. I had surgery and radiation, and so far so good. But having community that understands and can support, and ways to sort of work on healing is really important. So I'm really grateful for what you guys are doing. It's important work.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I think our women would hands down tell you the same thing, that it was an incredible experience, and one that really allowed for growth for them, to really confront things. And the activities we do really are sort of metaphors for what that journey's like, and stepping outside your comfort zone, reaching out, speaking, sharing, all of those things are just so powerful for healing. And Betty knew that, and was a master at how to put that together.
Okay. That's just fantastic. Yeah, I think you're definitely honoring her memory. And making a difference over, for thousands of women. That's just amazing.
Yes, yes, thousands of new women, different women, as
Yeah.
well as the returners. So, yeah, so we're very proud of, and also very fortunate that and grateful for the opportunity that we have to meet together and continue this journey together and help people with their recovery. Not only that, but learning to thrive after their breast cancer.
How did COVID impact your organization? Did it?
Oh, greatly. We hadn't had retreats for over a year or any kind of gathering. We had to do what everyone did. We had to pivot to a social media way to do this. So we would have, actual sessions. We did do some hybrid type of adventures once we were able to be out in, masked and distanced and whatever, and outdoors. We did one of our hikes up to Mount Willard, and we did that. Also, the hybrid part of it, that is, people could do that exact same hike, if you will, in their own area. And we could then combine our stuff together. But we did that. We did walked a bike path. We did do Tai Chi and Qigong session on the beach in Saco, Maine. We physically did our Zoom right from the beach. It was pretty interesting. We really learned a lot about how to run these things. We did do, again, some yoga classes, and we did an expressive arts piece too, which was very, very interesting. We called it Art in a Box, and people had sort of pre-done some thinking or organizing, I guess, of their found objects or poems or paintings or whatever it was, photographs, and put that together in terms of their experience, how it reflected on their experience of breast cancer or COVID as well, because that was pretty similar for a lot of us in many ways, entering into this world of like, oh my God, we don't know where we're going, what's happening, our whole world got turned upside down. And it's really very typical of the breast cancer journey as well, or any cancer journey. So we had to pivot. At the same time, we were celebrating our 25th anniversary of the Adventure Weekend, which happened in 2021. And we did that virtually. And we did a very beautiful video with, we had a company that helped us with that, and just recognized the whole process. And we had some of our original founders of Adventure Weekend, as well as participants as the years went on. And it was a beautiful, and that's on our website that we have available for people to take a look at. Just explains the whole process of our Adventure Weekend, 25 years. And so now we're going strong into the 26 plus, hopefully, years. And we just got back to doing our in-person retreats when something got lifted, and it happened to be our one in Maine, on Mid-Coast Maine, on Lake Damariscotta, that the state of Maine allowed us to be able to have that under very, very strict COVID guidelines. And so we had our first face-to-face meeting or retreat in October. It was June of this year. And we successfully had another one in October. So who knows where that goes, but yeah, it greatly affected. But I think it strengthened our organization, or our group of women, greatly, utilizing these social media means that we had to do. And it was huge support and lots of great participation in our actual virtual retreats or day retreats that we had. So that was fun to see. So that's really, I think, was the silver lining of all that people really knew how important that connection was and made every effort to keep it going.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we love what you do. It's really important. It's, so appreciate that you're building on that community. We are so grateful that you've spent the time to tell us about it today. We'll be grateful to get the word out, and hopefully, that make sure people are visiting your website, either potential people to participate. Maybe they're people who want to donate or to learn more for any number of reasons. So we're grateful for the time you've taken with us today. Thank you very much for being here.
Well, I thank you both very much too. You do wonderful work here as well in recognizing cheers for charities. Yes, I definitely appreciate the cheers.
Thank you so much for joining us. And it sounds like those weekends are fantastic. So keep up the good work.
Great. Thank you so much.